tactical keys, Linz, for you? What are the tactical keys for Anisimova today?
Early in this tournament, it was the backhand wing of Swiatek that she was having trouble controlling. Defending that corner was really tough for her against Kalinskaya. Kalinskaya hits the ball hard and flat. Amanda does the same. How do you get on top of the rally first? The longer the points go, the more it shifts into Swiatek's favor. Swiatek opens up the court so well. She's a better mover also. Amanda wants to get some free points with her serve. She served so well the other night against Haddad Maya.
Yeah, of the 8 players in the women's draw, no player has had more unreturned first serves than Anisimova through 4 rounds.
That's a big one there. It's so hard to stress the importance of the first game or the first couple of games. Normally, you're not quite as pinched, but you want Amanda, if you're in her team, to immediately just get down to the X's and O's. And as soon as she gets on the scoreboard, she can put aside what happened in the last match against Swiatek.
14-13.
I suspect there might be a slightly louder cheer than you would normally expect if she wins this game.
Yes.
Amanda going for aggressive second serves, really going after it. And Swiatek here really trying to put the pressure on her early.
Again, Jannik.
Not to be.
Jannik to serve.
Doesn't lack for pace, does she? Anisimova off both wings. You look at the average ground stroke speed. She's actually been hitting her backhand bigger than her forehand through the US Open so far, which is obviously something that's been discussed a fair bit. She's got weapons. Whether she can utilize them is another matter.
And being on this hard court, while it's still pretty fast, it should give her a little bit more time on the return. She was rushed to return, and that Wimbledon final, Swiatek got so many free points. Anisimova's got to lock in and look to make a lot of returns.
Love 40.
I love the body energy, the body language, and the energy that is coming off of the Anisimova side of the court.
Let first service.
That's a side that's going to determine a lot for Anisimova tonight. That forehand wing has to have control of that shot.
His 6th US Open for the American, first time reaching this stage. Doesn't at times play with a whole lot of margin, as we know. Last chance in this game to try and stop the bleeding. Impressive. And they know just how important it was for Anisimova to open her account early here.
1 game on.
And I can report from courtside that a lot of people were holding each other by the hand when the ball was going up in the air for Amanda Anisimova. Everyone just hoping that she would get on the board so we can all breathe a sigh of relief, and now we have a match going.
Well, Lindsay nearly fell out of her chair, Petco, so...
I'm going to say, poor Nick, as my hands grabbed into his arm. The reaction from Amanda as well, but also her camp on their feet. Now you go and play the match. Make it about the X's and O's.
Because I suppose you could argue, Lynn, she's actually been maybe the better player of the two at the US Open this year, certainly close.
Yeah, Swiatek had the couple of odd matches for her. 6-4 in the third against Lamens, and then 1-5 in that first set against Kalinskaya. Kalinskaya served for that first set 3 separate occasions, 5-2, 5-4, and then again at 6-5. Her match against Alexandrova was a huge step up for Iga. really kind of righted the ship in that match, it felt like. Alexandrova, another player who plays very aggressive, very flat, and Iga able to handle that match comfortably.
40 love.
There's a coach, of course, Hendrik, just to the left, physio as well, who she employed this year.
Game Anisimova.
Doesn't take long to double her tally and get herself ahead for the first time, the American.
2 games to 1, first set.
At the sharp end of majors, 6 times, of course. She's a major singles champion. Lens, we've seen a bit of a shift, haven't we, in the serve patterns this summer?
Yeah, you're always looking for the most improved shots out there, and Swiatek's serve has taken a couple of steps up in terms of her ability to mix around her location. Done a tremendous job of flattening out that contact point, being able to hit more to the backhand. Right on tee there, Anisimova ready for that one. But Swiatek, for so long, was slicing the majority of her serves, either into the body, obviously to a righty's forehand. Then if she was trying to go, let's say tee on the deuce, it was curving in a little bit. Now, really has learned how to pronate and flatten that one out. It's gotten her a lot more free points this summer.
Yeah, talked about how win for set encouraged that, and it took her a while to get her head around it and to believe that those sort of patterns were possible for her. Pekka, what's that done, that serve, that change in the serve? Is it enabled anything else off the serve for her, do you think?
Well, I think she's gone back to taking the forehand a little bit more as her +1 shot. I think there was a phase of her game where she was playing too many backhands from the middle of the court. I think that has, especially when she's playing well, reverted back to taking forehands.
And the forehand, as you can see from that shot, is a dangerous one. Yeah, those numbers on the +1 forehand are up a fair bit this year again.
That's the serve, though, Anisimova's got to be ready to kind of take away. If Anisimova gets pulled too far off the court, a lot of court left open for Swiatek to hit into.
It's a bit of an early escape as win for set.
2 games on for a set.
We were discussing the other night the challenges he has brought about as well in becoming a new voice in this team. It's been a while now, I know, but it took a while, I think, for that to settle down. That's kind of non-Polish voice, wasn't it? Really?
Exactly, and it's a pretty close-knit team, so I can imagine it took a little while also to build the trust with Iga. Iga has been #1 in the world. At that point, had 5 majors already.
Yep.
Knows how she plays, what she wants, how she's comfortable.
Love 15. Love 13.
will be up to a new career high, number 7, regardless of the outcome today. Well, Anisimova.
And this is the kind of risk that Anisimova has to take if she has a little bit of time. That backhand, even off her back foot, and still pulling the trigger. So much confidence in the backhand line. That's what Swiatek's trying to force Anisimova to have to come up with. The forehand line of all the ground strokes. It's the least favorite of Amanda.
Yeah, that miss has put her on the back foot again. Totally incredulous look as well from Swiatek. Can't believe how this has panned out.
From the sound of the ball hitting the racket, it seemed like she didn't hit any of the string.
Good scrambling. And Swiatek, you have to say, would rather let her off.
This is the movement from Anisimova, kept her in this, but Iga smothered that forehand.
Yeah.
Came across it way too quickly.
Really good look at where that grip is and just how far round it is, Linz.
That's when we talk so much about Goff's grip. There's a couple other players that also have that extreme of a grip, and Swiatek's one of them, but she produces and her forehand much more aggressively, has the contact point a little bit more out in front. Wow.
Advantage, Anisimova.
To defend the second serve quite a bit early on here. Trademark two-hander. Not too many better than that right now. So, on serve, 23 minutes, been a good start from both.
That seemed like a huge save from Anisimova in that last game, serving at 1540. Not often do you see Swiatek miss 2 forehands in a row on game points. Andrea, do you like her taking the chances so early in rallies?
I like that she's taking the second serve early. I do think she wants to go after it, but there is not 100% conviction, because you can see her always shaking out her shoulders, Anisimova, as if to say, be a little bit more loose when you do go for it. So it looks like she wants to do it both, not miss, but also go after it. You have to pick one or the other.
I spent some time with her agent, Gary Swain, before this match, and he's been around tennis for so long. He's been John McEnroe's agent for almost 40 years. He's talking about how they've been working on so many aspects of Amanda's game, but the return being one of them. And where do you stand against certain players? Is she comfortable moving around that position? Because you can't stand in the same place against everyone based on speeds or kicks, spins. And he was wanting her maybe to back up a little bit against the Swiatek second serve.
Not an easy volley, though, was it?
If Amanda's not coming in off a swing volley, sometimes she can be vulnerable up at net, and she did not hit that passing shot in the right spot and still somehow manage that high one-handed backhand volley. That is not a natural shot for Anisimova, who played it perfectly.
There's a guy sitting next to Petko who was pretty good at that shot back in the days, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm sitting next to Tim Henman.
Oh, you poor thing.
So I'm really afraid I'm going to say something, not smart. He just gave me a side glance.
Yeah. Construct the points off second serves. One hard, right back up the middle at Iga, and then you play to the corners.
Iga's had issues with her serve this week as well, hasn't she? Certainly numbers-wise, and again today, it's not been prolific so far, the first.
And as much as Swiatek has improved, that T serve on the deuce, I still would love to see Anisimova shade a bit to her right and not get beat with the wide.
Let first service.
These have been 6 extremely challenging games and very tightly contested.
First set.
Fantastic intensity from both these two.
Already one American, of course, through to the last 4, Jess Pegula. They will play Aryna Sabalenka tomorrow.
Jess Pegula got off to such a quick start yesterday and maintained that lead throughout the match. It just never felt as tense as maybe this one is early on. And of course, the second match yesterday wasn't played when Vondrousova had to withdraw.
And Lindsay, you just talked about Amanda being a bit more flexible with her return position. The same goes for Iga Swiatek, who in the past has been so stubborn about her return stance. And Wim Fissette also wants her to be a bit more, yeah, just flexible in regards to how the server is serving.
Swiatek made a huge adjustment, to your point, Andrea, in Roland Garros. Down a set and down a break to Elena Rybakina, really just getting hit off the court. All of a sudden, Iga started to move back a little bit. Gave herself a little bit more time to try and make contact with the return, try and get some more returns in play, and able to turn the tide of that one.
She is definitely having a few issues, just questioning herself somewhat. So Iga Swiatek serving with new balls here, playing catch-up.
The challenge for Anisimova right now is to make returns in play. Swiatek, about 40% of her serves are not coming back into play. That is a lot of free points.
Well, a rather rueful look on the American. Let's take a look at this again.
Just found that line. It's a big opportunity for Anisimova. Yeah, great response from Anisimova. So far, the forehand of Iga Swiatek has been the biggest shot on this court in terms of speed, averaging 76 miles per hour. That one from Anisimova, that felt bigger.
And the great thing is, Linz, as you well know, when you've got the pace, you don't have to go close to the line always, do you? It was nowhere near it, and yet went right through her.
Let for service.
Iga's first serve percentage in the last couple of rounds have been low 50s, and it's the same again so far here.
And that forehand return by Anisimova was 86. And if you hit that big, as you're right, Nick, you can go about 3 or 4 feet inside the court and be just fine.
That's it.
Timing just slightly off there. Really look on, did it? What a strike.
Yes.
One of the best ball strikers, if not the best ball striker, shot for shot. Such easy power from Anisimova.
Bit of fear there or not? To what this return can do.
Absolutely.
That was timid, wasn't it? 78 miles an hour. It's a second double.
And she's just looking into the box, trying to get a few tips. It's been looking like she's lost her rhythm on serve there. Just looks a bit off in timing.
She responds with that, maybe the best point she's played all match.
Sensational tennis from Swiatek. Corner to corner,
Yes.
changing direction, getting Anisimova off balance.
Wasn't the easiest finish, was it, either, because you're running onto the ball. You had to get there a little quickly. Did so.
Oh my goodness, the level between both these two, but what a fantastic job of Swiatek of stepping up her game from the back of the court. The depth that she's getting right now.
Well, both players continue to have to labour extremely hard for their holds.
This is an astonishing level to watch from courtside. The only difference that you can see between the two, Iga Swiatek's forehand has a little bit of shape, and that's how she's able to free herself from a few threatening positions that Amanda has put her in. But it's been really, really astonishing to watch how hard these two are hitting the ball. It's incredible.
54 points already played in the opening 8 games. She said something interesting at Wimbledon. She said a fair bit at Wimbledon, obviously, because she was spoken to a lot, but she talked about how she's better these days at letting go of disappointment within the context of a match. I.e. a miss. maybe a couple of years ago, a miss would have been like a drags on, but not so much these days.
Well, you can see the improvement in Anisimova's body language, in her emotions to her camp. A lot of times in the past, she used to look at them when she was upset, exasperated, frustrated. You'll still get the occasional glance up there when things are not going her way, but much more often now, it's that positive reinforcement, the fist pump.
There's a lot to feel positive about as well from her tennis perspective.
She's been through a lot. Missed this tournament in 2019 due to the death of her father, and still just a teenager. Took some time off tour then. A couple of years later, took some time off tour again to just try and get right and actually want to go play tennis.
Yep.
Went back to school, was taking college classes. I'd lost the love of going out here and competing and the process of this career.
You mentioned the unreturned serve number. It remains high for Anisimova. It's almost 40% still in this opening set.
That's it.
And that's what Iga's got to look to do as well.
Yes.
We talk about the Anisimova return, but Swiatek as well. When she decides to step in and rip, she can be one of the most aggressive returners.
Our agent on the left, of course, Ben Draper, actually the brother of Jack,
Anisimova.
who looks after her off-court affairs. Pretty pleased with what he's seen there as well. He's on the phone to somebody, Liz. Not sure what that's all about. Physio, you can see there, just third from the left, who I mentioned she hired this year. depth as well, isn't it? It was eventually too much for the pole to handle.
A lot of encouragement coming from Amanda's camp. Sensing the urgency to try and get the break here.
Did it? It kind of was there, really move either, and Anisimova was on it. She is now within a couple of points of taking this opening set. Struggling Linz to defend the second serve right now, isn't she?
15-14.
Amanda has won 12 of the 17 points where she's gotten a look at a second serve. Iga's camp yelling at her. You can hear Daria, her sports psychologist, yelling down.
Wimbledon, but with a lot of hope at the US Open. Amanda Anisimova takes the first, 6-4.
6 games to 4. Love 15.
You could hear Wim Fissette there. He's been trying to talk to Iga for the last game or so. Make her move more, both sides. It's much tougher to do that when the shots are coming so quickly through the court, and backhand average 77 miles per hour through this tournament. Very tough to then start spreading the court.
But please, take the ball, please.
And normally it's the forehands that are the biggest shots on the court, the fastest with speed. Anisimova's backhand puts that speed at 77 miles per hour for this tournament, puts her at #1 on the women's side. It would also tie her for second in the men's top 50.
Wow.
That is how big that shot is coming off the two-hander.
And it's not like Lynn, she hits it from a particularly deep position, so you've got to factor in she's taking it pretty early as well. So the ball's coming back quicker too. That was a little too bold.
15-14.
Just one first serve in the game so far. She will hope will be something.
Is getting away from some of that in the patterns. There's been a couple of rallies where she's changed pattern and gone into the Anisimova backhand. Give your Swiatek. Might want to start trying to pull Anisimova to the side, using that heavy spin on the forehand, trying to get some of those to jump off the court and out of the strike zone of Anisimova. And Swiatek started the match off in the first set with a break in the very first game, but Anisimova was able to get it right back in the second game, get on the board and move forward. Swiatek's able to get off to a good lead in the second set. It's going to be much tougher for Anisimova. Swiatek's such a great front runner and player when she's got that confidence. Anisimova rattled her late in the first. Swiatek looks like she's settling down here.
Let. First service. Do with
getting a bit of rhythm on that shot. It's been lacking so far. Second ace. Here it is. Oh, how often have we seen that though?
40-15. Let. First service. Tatu.
This time she's able to extract the error. An important game to secure. And Anisimova eating into the lead there.
Big service game coming up for Anisimova here. Wants to stay close in the second set.
It's been a US Open, as Lynn said, of a fair few challenges for Iga. A number of different periods in matches where she's been under the pressure.
She played a lot of
50-11.
big hitting baseliners.
Yep.
I mean, Kalinskaya had her in that first set. 5-1 and then 5-2 serving, 40-15.
Won more matches this year than in any other season in her career. And of course, with the Asian swing to come, there's still a fair few events around the corner.
Amanda trying to qualify for the WTA finals for the first time. Ooh. Forehand from Iga. Amanda has a long trip planned over in Asia, starting in Korea, the 2 1,000 events, then in China. She wants to play in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, 35 wins on the season in total. She would love to make it 36 right here. He has spread the serve well on that deuce side. It's been very even in terms of the one at the tee, the one out wide. It's been almost a 50-50 split for Anisimova. So she's up and running in the second. Breakdown early. So the current world number 2 looking to respond here. Will of course be staying behind Aryna Sabalenka after Sabalenka's run to the semis here, but it's a pretty interesting race to the finish for that year-end number 1. There's actually only 500 points between them in the race, isn't there, this year? This was crunched back at her yet again.
Why Swiatek not serving the Anisimova forehand a little bit more.
15-14.
A lot of serves going into the backhand. Amanda able to drive through that return and then set up for that next shot.
Yeah, it's particularly been the case on that side, things on that deuce side. Just looking at it, she's barely gone to the forehand on the deuce side. Predominantly has gone down the tee. She's hit a lot of body, interestingly, on this side, or tried to at least, on the ad side.
Please.
There's that pace again. You can see Swiatek simply knocked off balance. Time and time again, that's been the case here.
2 against all. Second set.
Doing great. Come on. Raise and courage. Here we go. You got this.
Both players walking over to their camps.
USOpen.org. Just a quick reminder to go there to keep up to date with everything that's going on here this week. Carry on, Lids.
You had Amanda's team encouraging her, go after this win. Strength and courage was one message. On Iga's camp, you had both Wim and Daria leaning over, trying to get Swiatek to reset, regroup here.
Always easier, I wouldn't imagine, in a stadium like this. It generates an extraordinary amount of noise to actually be able to decipher what's being said.
There, Winfusette saying the second return, go away from her. He keeps trying to impart on Iga to make her move, get Amanda to the sides of the court. And Iga still trying to out-hit her through the middle.
She missed this return. I actually preferred that to the ones that she's hit before, because Winfusette has also talked about in the past how he feels that Iga, when she's rushed by the big hitters, and Amanda clearly is a huge hitter, that she starts to hit as flat and as hard through the middle of the court, when in reality her biggest strength is that heavy forehand and those angles that she can implement on the court. So she needs to dial back into her strengths here, Iga.
That's more like it. Took a little bit of pace off that backhand return. Tried to get around the outside and get the placement. Amanda's camp is being so encouraging, trying to get her over the finish line here. Still a long ways to go.
And there's a lot more
14,
height on
that's it.
Iga Swiatek's shots right now. At least I want to say 2 feet more than they were in the 2 games previously.
Trying to challenge the contact point, trying to challenge an opponent. Looks to be fairly in control of this match. Incredible defense from Amanda Anisimova, who's playing, it seems, with a... Former champion serving. Down 2-3 in the second here.
Gotta think that that's what, one of the strategical changes Swiatek's gonna make here. Wim Fissette, such an experienced coach. He's also a stat-driven coach. Loves looking at the data. Cannot imagine he is been okay with the location of some of the serves of Swiatek. All the second serve that Swiatek has hit on this match, 23 of them. 2 have gone to the forehand court across both sides. 0 on the deuce, 2 on the ad.
And we just saw one of them a minute ago. That was uber aggressive. And it didn't look as though it was possible.
15-30.
The second serve did have a bit more bite to it, didn't it?
Way more kick, way more intent and purpose with that second serve. There must have been some kind of message delivered, because a big shift in this game than what we've seen previously from Swiatek with her service locations.
Tables, please. 3 games on. Second set.
Both players going to grab fresh set of strings.
Amanda's been broken 2 times in this match. Both of the times were the first games of the set. Served so well down the stretch of the first set.
I mean, how good was that movement off the ball there? Because off the return, she was about 2 feet behind the baseline, but by the time she struck the next ball, she's about 3 feet inside it.
Don't you think that's what confidence does, right? You want to go up and after your shots. When you are hesitant, you don't believe in yourself, you wait.
Yep.
Sometimes you fall backwards, you're just hoping. When you're confident, you're proactive. And so far in this match, Amanda's been able to play like that. She was not able to play like that at Wimbledon in that final match.
One of the ironies, I guess irony is the wrong word, but of course, was the fact that the first round at Wimbledon, she won Love and Love herself, didn't she?
Right, Putin save it?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, I remember that. Bookended her Wimbledon.
Yeah. Oh, how beautifully measured was that?
14
Too late to save this game, but
Love to see that kind of emotion from Iga.
13.
Not going anywhere in this match.
what a slice of fortune at a crucial juncture. It's been a model of consistency at the sharp end of the majors this year. Serving 3-4.
Love you, King.
That has been a persistent problem in this match for the Pole. A number that has not risen above that really throughout the course of this contest. Depth has just been suffocating.
Love 30.
Time and time again.
Iga, wolniej początek. Skrętnie w górę, come on.
And now again from the camp, a big forehand from not Wim Fissette, but Iga's hitting partner, trying to get her to go to the weaker side of Anisimova here in this crucial moment of the match.
Bingo, I think we call that.
30-all.
Rushed into error. A crucial opportunity for the American.
Anisimova.
Now it's your turn. Stay light on your feet. Stay light on the
Anisimova
feet.
leads
Make her move.
5
On the second
games
serve,
to 3.
Make her move. Come on.
Second set.
You will.
That was a rather desperate look, Linz, wasn't it? A look of somebody that is running out of ideas. Serving for a place here in the last 4. What a brave second delivery.
30-love.
What a brave performance. 2 points from victory.
Love.
Can't blame her for taking it on, can you? That shot has been imperious tonight.
That's it.
It's redemption for Amanda Anisimova.
2 sets to love. 6-4, 6-3.
7 weeks on from a humbling defeat at the All England Club. She turns the tables on Iga Swiatek. The widest of smiles. She's through to the semis of the US Open for the very first time.
Incredible moments for Amanda. Maybe she just needed a little bit of luck to get across that finish line. 2 huge let cords in the last 2 games off of ground strokes, and Swiatek cannot believe it.